Hi friends and subscribers, this is Mohammed Sheikh, and in today's video I'll be discussing how to upload an image to local server. Okay, so basically in this video what I'll be discussing is I'll take an image, I'll choose an image from the computer and I will save that image in my project directory, and I will save the link of that image which is stored inside my project directory to the database table. Okay, so this is my database ZF3, and inside that I have created a table where I'll be storing name and the link or the complete path of that image that I have uploaded to my project directory. Okay, so let me just give you a demo of my application. Okay, so this is the application which I have already created. Okay, so I will just click on this choose file to select an image from the system. Let us select this, and now if I click on open, okay, so now let me just show you. Right now I'm having only two links inside my table, and here in my project directory you can see I am having two images, desert and then this one, okay, hydrangeas. Okay, so now I have selected one file, and now I'm going to upload it. Okay, now if I refresh, then you will see the third image also gets stored inside the table. Okay, the link of that image, this is the name and this is the complete link of the image which is stored inside my project. Okay, see, this is the image which I have just uploaded. Okay, so this is what we will be doing in this complete video. Okay, so I'll be discussing how to select an image from the machine, from the computer, and store that image into our project directory, and how to save the link or the complete path of that image into our database table. Okay, so for that, first you need to download Zend Framework and install it in your local server. Okay, so I'm not going to explain how to download and install Zend Framework in local machine, because I already uploaded a video where I have already discussed how to upload Zend Framework and install it in your local server. Okay, so I already uploaded it on my channel. I will put the link of that video in the description of this video. Okay, so now I have already downloaded a project with a name called Zend Framework3 pick upload. Okay, so now once you download and upload, then you need to go to your browser and type 127.0.0.1/ the name of your project, okay, which you have given at the time of downloading. Okay, so now once you hit enter, you will get this kind of page. Okay, so along with that, along with this URL, you need to put an extra keyword called public. Okay, so then only it will show you this index page. Okay, but for right now it will return me this index page even if I didn't enter this public. Okay, so because I have added a few files, .htaccess files and index.php file, with the help of those files I have managed to remove this public keyword from the URL. Okay, so now I can access my home page of my Zend Framework application without entering public keyword in the URL bar. Okay, so I have made a different video on that topic as well, how to remove public from the URL, and I have already uploaded that video on my channel. Okay, so I'll put the link of that video as well in the description of this video. Okay, now I have created this project, okay, and I have imported this project to my editor, Sublime editor. Okay, so now when you import your project, you will see some set of folders in which this module folder is very, very important, because all the necessary files and folders will be present inside this module. Okay, so this is the application folder. Okay, so whenever you download and install Zend Framework, you will be getting a default module which is called as application module, which you can see here. Okay, so apart from this module, you can create your own module, or you can create your custom module. Okay, you can use the already existing module, or you can create your own module as well. Okay, I have done a separate video on how to create a custom module, and I have uploaded that on my channel. I will put the link of that video as well in the description below. Okay, so for this video I'll be using the default module, which is application. Okay, so inside this you will get some set of folders like config, source, test and view. Okay, and then inside source you will get a folder called controller, in which your controller will be present. Okay, so for this project, for building this kind of functionality, first we need to create a form folder. Inside source folder we need to right click on it and then click on new folder, then type form. Okay, and then inside this form we need to create a file, save it as userform.php. okay, and okay, and then name space name of the module and then form. Okay, so let me tell you one thing more, that while downloading Zend framework you need to answer few questions. Okay, it will ask you few questions. So on those questions, in those questions it will ask you some questions like whether you want to download some additional packages. Okay, so for those questions, for some of those questions you need to give an answer as why. Okay, for the questions like sessions, form and db, for those questions you need to enter yes, then only these packages will get downloaded. If you give an answer as n, then all these packages will not get downloaded and you will not be able to do this project. Okay, so in that video you will come to know everything about what I am talking right now. Okay, so I would just request or suggest you guys to watch that video which is how to download Zend framework if you don't know proper way of downloading Zend framework. Okay, so let's just come back and use Zend form. Okay, and then Zend input filter. Okay, and then class. Okay, so save it as, okay, let's rename it as image form. Okay, and then give it a class as image form extends form, and then make a constructor public function construct. Okay, and they called parent constructor construct. Okay, and then image form. Okay, sorry, this, and then set attribute method. Okay, and then method will be post. Okay, and then this set attribute enc type multi-part form data. Okay, so what we are saying, so whenever we are trying to upload the data which will be in different format, like whenever we are trying to upload text and image, at that time we need to use this attribute like enc type multi-part form data. Okay, so that means we are trying to upload multiple type of data to the server. Okay, so and then this we need to set elements method. Okay, and then this add input filter. Okay, next we need to create these functions, add elements and add input filter functions. So public function add elements, okay, and then this add, okay, and then name is id, and then type will be hidden. Okay, then we need to create another element, this add attributes will be value upload, and then id will be, okay, this one will be, okay, just delete it. Okay, id will be file, okay, and then options, okay, options label image file. Okay, and now the last one is button. Okay, to create the button, add type, okay, submit, then name, submit, and then attributes, okay, value upload, and then id is submit button. Okay, so now our add elements function is over, and now we need to create our add input filter method. Okay, so let's copy this public function, okay, and now input filter equals to new input filter, this set input filter, okay, and then for this we need to pass this input filter, okay, and then input filter add, okay, okay, next is type, okay, Zend input filter, okay, and then name will be file, and then required true, then validators. Okay, we need to create another array. Name file upload file. File upload file. And then to create one more array for name, then file my type, okay, and then options, okay, options, okay, and then here it will be okay, options my type. Okay, here we need to mention about my type, different types of image formats. Okay, image by JPG, image by PNG. Okay, so that means we can upload only images who has the format file format JPG and PNG. Okay, and then the next one is need to create one more arrays for our filters. Okay, and then name file rename upload. Okay, and then options, okay, and the option, and then we need to specify the target. Okay, where inside our project directory we want to store our images. Okay, we need to mention the path. Okay, target public /img. Okay, and then use upload name true, use upload extension true, and then overwrite. Okay, it's true. Okay, so now we are done with our image form, and then we need to go to our index file. Okay, so which will present inside this view application index and then index. Okay, so whatever you are seeing here on this home page, everything is coming from this index.html file. Okay, so okay, so now let's remove all this. Okay, and we need to create our index file. We need to create the forms. Okay, so let's php okay form. Okay, so just before that we have created an image form. First we need to pass the instance of, we need to create the instance of this image form class inside our controller, index controller, and from here we need to pass that instance as an array to our view file, which is index.html file. Okay, so let's first go to our index controller. Okay, and then dollar form goes to new application form image form. Okay, so now we have created the instance of our for image form class, and we need to pass this to our view as an array. Okay, now let's come here and receive that form, and then set attribute. Okay, and then to this action dollar this URL. Okay, application, and then action to we want to send a request to this upload action which is present inside this index controller.php. okay, so this is our action, and we will be sending a post request to this upload action. Okay, so now next form prepare. Okay, and then upload image. Okay, let's create an h1. Okay, due with a class of row, the class of medium 6. Okay, and then echo. Okay, this form. Okay, we need to open the form, open tag, and to this we need to pass it. Okay, and then we need to close the form as well, echo. Okay, and then this form element. Okay, so form okay, close tag. Okay, and then we need to create an hidden field. Go this form hidden dollar form get id. Okay, and now create one more div with a class of form group. Echo this form label from get. Okay, and then file. Okay, let's just copy. Okay, and then paste element. Okay, file. Okay, so this one is label and this one is file element, and the last one is element errors. Okay, form get file. Okay, so now let's save it and let's try to access. Okay, so it's giving me an error, unexpected file rename upload. Okay, one image form 172. Okay, online image form 72. Okay, so here we are missing this array notation. Okay, class Zend form not found, and image form 8. Okay, image form 8, class image form extends form. Okay, use Zend form. Okay, save it. Let's refresh. Okay, Zend input filter. Okay, spelling is not correct. Okay, filter here as well. Okay, save it. Vision form filter on 50. Okay, input filter. Save it and let's refresh. Okay, Zend input filter. Okay, find input. Okay, input filter here, it's correct. Input filter. Okay, here as well. Add input filter. Input filter. Okay, input filter. Okay, save it and now let's refresh. Okay, input expects. Okay, input filter factory. Create input expects an array or reversible. Okay, now let's refresh. Okay, so now we got a form with a h1 tag as upload image. Okay, so now let's come here. Okay, so this is our form image.php file. Okay, so we had created a public function constructor and then add elements method where we had created where we had added our form elements. Okay, and then we created add input filter. Okay, where we had set the validations like what type of image format should be accepted, and that is my type. And then filters, we had mentioned the name of our location or the path of our of location where we need to store our images. Okay, so this is our image form. Okay, and then next, now we need to go to we need to create one more folder inside src with the name as model. Okay, inside model we need to create two files. One is profile.php and then another one is profile table.php. Okay, let's save it as table.php. Okay, so now okay, let's type php. Okay, and then namespace application/model. Okay, and then class profile. Okay, we need to create the properties here. Protected ID, copy, paste name, and then the URL, or I'm considering it as an avatar. Okay, so for this tutorial purpose, public function okay, so we will create that function later. Okay, so now let's come to our profile table. Okay, so in profile table we need to create our table gateway. Okay, namespace, just copy, put it here, use Zend table gateway, and then table gateway class profile table. Okay, and then I don't have to extend to any interface. Okay, let's just protected. Okay, and then table gateway function construct table, this table. Okay, to this we need to pass this table gateway. Okay, and then okay, so this is our model where we will be writing our save data function. Okay, so now let's okay, inside our index controller, okay, we need to create a protected property, protected table, and then public function construct. To this we need to pass this table $this table equals to table, sorry, table equals to table. Okay, let's refresh. Okay, so now it's displaying me an error like this, missing argument 1 for application index controller. Okay, so we need to go to our module.php. Okay, so we need to write this code. Okay, so which I have already written here. Okay, so you can see okay, the namespace application, and then we need to use these. Okay, Zend DB adapter interface, table gateway, result set, and then config provider interface, and we need to implement this interface, config provider interface. Okay, and then we need to write this function get service config. Okay, so once we are done with these two functions, okay, then we need to go to our modules.config.php. okay, not this one. Inside our config, need to remove this because we have created this already inside our module.php here. Okay, so now let's refresh. Okay, so now it's displaying me another error, undefined index db. Okay, so now we need to set our database. Okay, so let's come here inside config and then auto load, and then click on this global.php. Okay, and then here db okay, driver video, and then DSM MySQL, okay, and then DB name, okay, our database name is ZF3, okay, and then host is localhost, username will be root, okay, and then password will be null. Okay, so I haven't set any password for my database, so I'll just leave it as blank. Okay, so now let's refresh. Okay, so now it's telling me to create an exchange array function, okay, and that function we need to create inside our profile.php file. Okay, so let's create public function exchange array, okay, and to this we need to pass the data, okay, this id data, okay, this name data, okay, and then file name, okay, and then just copy it here, avatar file, and then tmp name. Okay, so these fields should be the exactly same with our database field names. Okay, so here what you can see, id name and avatar, and then id name and avatar. Okay, so now let's refresh. Okay, so now I'm not getting any error. Okay, so now if I, okay, so button is not displaying here. Okay, so for, so let's go to our index. Okay, so I have not created a button echo $this form element, okay, and then form get submit. Now let's refresh. Okay, so now let's come here inside our index, and we have created a function upload action, and to this function we will be sending the request whenever user click on the submit button. So let's try to display a message. Okay, hello. Okay, now let's refresh. Okay, let's select an image, okay, and then click on upload. Okay, so let's come here, index, okay, form action, okay, application upload. Okay, this one is fine. Okay, and then echo form open tag, okay, form hidden, form get id, form label, okay, thing is fine, echo form close tag, okay, close tag, okay, this close tag should be after our form element, submit form element button. Now let's form get submit. Okay, so now let's refresh. Okay, now let's click on upload. Now you can see it's calling, now it's displaying hello. That means it's calling our index controller.php's upload action. Okay, so now let's come here. Okay, now we need to write the functionality inside this upload action to upload the image to our local server. Okay, so we need to create an instance of our form, which is image form, new application form, and then image form. Okay, if $this get request is post. Okay, and then dollar request equals to dollar this get request. Okay, and then data array merge recursive okay, and then request get post to array. Okay, and then copy and put it here, a request, and then get files. Okay, and now we need to create a form, set data. Okay, and to this I need to pass the data. Okay, and then if we need to run an if condition to check whether the form is valid. If form is valid, then data form get data. Okay, so now let's try to print copy exit. Okay, print data. Okay, now let's let's go to our home page and let's try to upload an image. Okay, so now you can see it's displaying me the details, entire details of our image, like name, what is the name and what is the type of this image, and what is the temporary name which we are storing, which we are taking inside our profile.php. See, tmp name, and we are targeting to those properties or attributes of our image which we are trying to upload. Okay, so our name and tmp name we are using here, and that information we are trying to store inside this fields, in this database fields. Okay, so now this data contains the entire information. Okay, and now let's create a image name. Okay, and then data. Okay, file name. Okay, so now I'm getting the name of the image, and I'm storing that image name inside this img name variable. Okay, and then url $server http refer. Okay, so now let's, okay, so now what I'm doing is I want to store the image inside, I want to store the link of the image that I'm trying to store inside my project folder. Okay, so for that we need I need the complete URL. I need the complete URL of my folder inside which I want to store the image. Okay, so now I'm trying to fetch that URL here. Okay, so I want this HTTP localhost project name public and img. I want this complete URL so that I can attach the name of the image which I'll be getting here. Okay, so let me just show you this. Echo img name and then echo br, okay, and then echo $URL, okay, and then exit. Okay, so now let's refresh. Okay, now you can see it has returned me the name of the image which I am trying to upload and the path of my project folder. Okay, so let's let me show you after uploading an image. Okay, so now I am going to upload an image. Let's this, okay, penguins, and if I click on submit, okay, let's take this. Okay, so it has written me the name of the image which I am trying to upload and the and also the our project path. Okay, so along with this project path I want to add my public folder and the folder present inside public folder. Okay, so if you come inside my project, here you will see the public folder. Inside this public folder we need to store all our images. So there is a folder with a name called img. So I want to get the complete path till this img. Okay, so we need to link this public, we need to attach public and img folders to my path so that I can get the complete path of my this img folder inside which I am trying to upload the image. Okay, so now let's delete this too. Okay, and then so okay, so now let's use explode function into this. Okay, so I'm trying to upload the URL. Okay, so this is our URL, and I'm going to upload, I'm going to split this complete URL based on this / as a delimiter. Okay, so wherever I'll be getting the / I'll be splitting this complete path into an array so that I can go at the end of this path and I can add public and img folder names. Okay, now let's and $path. Okay, let's first echo $segment. Okay, copy, okay, save it. Now let's refresh. Okay, so now it has returned me an array saying that array to string conversion. Okay, so we got an array, so we got an error. So okay, so let's delete it and okay, let's print our segment. Okay, and let's copy it here. Okay, now let's refresh. Okay, so now you can see it's returning me an error. Okay, so the index 0 of array contains this HTTP and index 1 contains 2 okay, contains nothing. Okay, and index 2 contains this complete 127.0.0.1, and then index 3 zf3 upload, and then index 4 nothing. Okay, so I'm trying, I have exploded, or I have splitted out this entire link or the path based on this forward slash as a delimiter. Okay, so whenever it finds this forward slash, it will split that it into a segment. Okay, now let's delete it. Okay, and then we need to create a path. Okay, and to this path we need to join our segment 0. Okay, 0 index dot forward slash and then public. Okay, and then I want to add one more forward slash and then img folder name. Okay, and to this I'll add one more forward slash and then the name of our image. Okay, now let's copy and put it here. Okay, let's copy. Okay, now let's refresh. Okay, this path, we need to print this path. Okay, add this to exit as well. Okay, so now you can see it's giving me HTTP. Okay, so but it's not returning me this local host. Okay, so let's come here. Okay, now you can see I have get the complete path of my image that I'm going to store inside my table. Okay, so this full URL variable contains the complete path of my image. Okay, so this segment 0, segment 1, segment 2, segment 3 are the indexes of array, indexes of the arrays which contains the different pieces of information which you can see here. Okay, and by joining these different pieces of information, I have created a complete path of my image. Okay, if I okay, so now okay, so this is the complete path that I'm going to store inside my table. Okay, so now let's delete it. Okay, and to this tmp name information, I have passed this complete URL. Okay, so because this tmp name only will contain the path of our image. Okay, so now okay, so let's delete this, let's delete these as well. Okay, and now dollar values. Okay, and dollar return this redirect to route application action. Okay, index. Okay, now let's go back. Okay, and refresh. Okay, so now okay, you can see it has saved this image inside our img folder. Okay, now okay, it's giving me an error on index controller 51. Okay, let's refresh. Okay, so now I'm going to select this second image and now I'm going to upload. Okay, so now if I come to my project folder, you can see this desert image also get uploaded inside my project directory. Okay, so but the path of this image is not saved inside my database table. Okay, so right now I'm having 3 paths and still I'm having only 3 paths. Okay, so for storing the path of the uploaded image inside the table, for that we need to create an array name, okay, and then data information, okay, file, then name. Okay, first we need to get the name of the image, okay, and then to get the path. Okay, so tmp. Okay, so this name and tmp information contains the name of the image and then link or the path of the image. Okay, so now as I have shown you inside some few minutes back, that if I try to print this data, okay, so now let's refresh. Okay, so let's select this. Okay, so okay, let's refresh. Okay, so this data, this name which is the name of the image, and the tmp name which is the path of the image, and okay, we are trying to access to those 2 pieces of information or the properties of the image, and we are sending that data, and we are storing that information inside this name and avatar, and we need to pass this to our save data function, which we have to create inside our profile table, and to this we need to pass these values. Okay, now we need to go to our profile table. Okay, inside profile table we need to create function save data, and here we need to receive those values, and from here we need to save the data using the table gateway handler. We need to insert the data, insert those values, save. Okay, now you can see I'm still having only the links of 3 files or 3 images, and now let's choose the file. Okay, it's returning me an error. Okay, call to insert on null. Okay, profile table, insert probably function save data values. Okay, this table. Okay, oh, okay, I have not created. Okay, this one is done. Table gateway. Okay, now delete these images. Okay, now let's try to upload once again. Okay, lighthouse. Okay, no database selected. Okay, so table gateway. Okay, here use Zend DB table gateway. Okay, table gateway interface. Okay, copy. Okay, then DB table gateway and then table gateway interface, and okay. Okay, now let's go to our home page. Okay, let's try to select image. Okay, chapter. Okay, let's come here and let's go to our database configuration. Okay, database name equals to okay. Okay, so now let's go back to our home page and let's try to upload image. Okay, so now let's come to our folder. You can see image is been uploaded to our folder, and now let's come to our table, and here you can see that the path of that image gets also stored inside this inside our table. Okay, so now if I select copy and try to see the image, then I will be successfully view that image which is present inside my project directory. Okay, so that means this path is perfectly right. Okay, so based on that you can also fetch the path and you can display that image on your browser as well. Okay, so you can do that by your own. Okay, so if I try to upload another image like this second one, okay, you can see this another image also gets uploaded to our project folder, and the path of that image also gets saved inside our table. Okay, so this is how we can create the functionality of uploading an image to our server. Okay, so I hope you like this video. I hope you get some useful information out of this video. If you like this video, click on like button and share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And I will see you guys in my next video where I'll be discussing on something else regarding Zend framework. Okay, so thanks for watching.